Hello everyone, we are here on my creative testing world. Don't mind the 6.7, that's for a server, but we are going to build a cathedral in Minecraft today in the style of Gothic architecture, and I just thought I wanted to share this process with y'all, and yeah, I hope that y'all enjoy it. So with that, let's go ahead and start working on the front of the cathedral. Okay, so we have our front facade. We don't quite have the towers yet, but it looks really cool. We have a nice stained glass window that actually has different colors on the back to make the colors look slightly better. I really like how grand the roof is. And we also have our railings and our staircase, and as you're walking up it looks really grand. Yeah, I really like how imposing it is. And we also have our copper golem statues that we can change, but let's keep it in that pose. And yeah, we also have our nice door with a cross up at the top, because this after all is a cathedral. Next we're going to work on the towers. Oh, let's put that back. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a time lapse for those. So after our time lapse, we have this. I obviously copied it to the other side. Also, I decided to change that top that you saw in the time lapse, and I just turned it into this flat thing. And I also added some skeleton and wither skeleton skulls over the top to be like gargoyles. And yeah, I also added an outline back here for the rest of the cathedral. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is build like one of these walls right here. Yeah, I'll make a time lapse of that and then I'll get back to y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into a time lapse of that. Okay, well here we have our finished cathedral wall. I did make a couple changes. The replay didn't show it, but we have some armor stands here that just add a little bit extra detail. And then also I changed up the shape of the windows to make them more of a pointed arch instead of a circle. I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on this. Editor, can you put like a picture on the screen of what I'm going for? Yeah, that's basically what I'm going for, but yes, it's going to be super tall and super imposing. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that with a time lapse. Okay, hello everyone. That was a pretty productive time lapse if I do say so myself. We have built all of this, and as you saw, I copied it to the other side, and I also added this tower here, which is characteristic of cathedrals such as the Notre Dame in Paris. Editor, can you... Oh, thanks. You already got it. Okay. Anyway, back at the front here, we have this super intricate window. I really like how the tough texture makes it look super detailed, and then we also have another one up here. And the copper golem statues are really nice for like grotesques and gargoyles that are really present in Gothic architecture. We have our roof all joined up. The last thing to work on for the exterior of the cathedral is this end part. Oh, let's put that back. This is the ambulatory and the apse, and it is the end cap of the cathedral, and it's probably going to be the most complicated because we have to make it this flying buttress but diagonal, and it's going to be super complicated. So without any more hesitation, let's go ahead and jump into our last exterior time lapse. Okay, well, here we are. It looks so insane from up here, but I said earlier before the time lapse that these diagonal buttresses were going to be the hardest, but no, they weren't the hardest. This window and this window were the hardest by far. Yeah, our cathedral is complete, at least the exterior, so you guys know what that means. The next thing to do is the interior. Oh dear, this is going to be a process, but we're going to have all of the Gothic elements of an interior. We're going to have pointed arches and rows of pews, and I might even be adding a crypt, which is the basement where the dead people are buried, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's get to one final time lapse. Okay guys, our cathedral is finished. So if we come inside, we can see we have our antechamber, and if we go up these stairs, we have a pipe organ, and I think this looks really good. I got this design off a user from Reddit. If we head back down to the antechamber and come out, you can see the grand interior that I've made. I made a pipe organ. Listen, it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. I mean, it's Minecraft, what can you expect? But I tried not to use so many custom banners. As you can see, I did, but these were kind of like imperative just because I needed to get smaller pipes. But yeah, you can see we have our windows and columns and lanterns, and we just have tons and tons of pews, and each pew actually has a Bible in the back of it for the imaginary people who would come in here to have service. And then we have our altar up here. You can see there's seats for the choir and a place where the bishop can stand and preach to the crowd. We also have crosses up here. If we turn full bright off, we get this super cool, it almost looks like it stretches up to infinity, and it just looks really nice. The lanterns, I mean, Minecraft lighting is pretty terrible, but that's why full bright exists. Also, I built this platform here. Basically what I did, this is the Axiom noise filter, and I just made a gradient from andesite to mossy cobblestone. Yeah, here we have some trees and this little planter box, and we also added some walkways and some lighting. Just standing here with the cathedral walls and the trees and the falling leaf particles, this just looks so nice. But yeah, I just really think this cathedral looks super good. But with that, let's go ahead and get into the cinematic time lapse. Thank you all so much for watching to the end. This was the first video on my channel, but hopefully not the last. I hope to present many more fun builds in the future, but for now, thanks for watching. I'm not going to press you to leave a like, but if you feel compelled, maybe scroll down, leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you liked it. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, the schematic will be down in the description for those who are interested.